Hi, my name is Sharon Bryant, and I am a Presbyterian mission coworker currently sheltering in place and working from home in Bangkok, Thailand. Most of you already know that I serve as coordinator of Christian volunteers with our partner church here in Thailand. And in that capacity, we invite volunteers from all over the world to come here and join us in serving in ministries of the church. Due to difficulties with the local language, most of those volunteers serve as English teachers in one of 27 private Christian schools that are operated by our partner church. Thailand is a country of approximately 70 million people. The first case of COVID-19 identified outside the country of China was identified right here in Bangkok, Thailand. Since that time, Thailand has identified 3,200 other cases of COVID-19 and has experienced approximately 60 deaths. Severe restrictions were put in place for approximately 2 months to control the spread of COVID-19, but most of those restrictions have now been lifted. Businesses that have reopened have to comply with 3 rather stringent guidelines. First is taking the temperature of everyone who comes into the establishment. The second is ensuring appropriate physical distancing. And the third is that everyone must wear masks. The nationwide curfew that was imposed has now been lifted. People can travel freely between the provinces within Thailand, and beginning July 1st, international travel will again be allowed. As you might imagine, the impact to our volunteer program has been significant. The 6 volunteers that were due to arrive in April were unable to travel here. Since then, most of those volunteers have found other work to do, and even if international travel is allowed, they will not be coming to Thailand. We will miss them. Some of our volunteers who left Thailand to visit family or to go to other places during the school break are now unable to return. The result is that many of our schools will be short of teachers when the schools reopen. Schools are scheduled to reopen on the 1st of July, and our volunteers have asked for your prayers because the changes are significant. When students arrive at the school, their temperature will be taken. This is also true of teachers, administrators, and staff. Everyone is required to wear a face mask, but teachers are also required to wear a clear plastic face shield. Our English teachers are struggling to understand how they are to teach the English language when their mouths are covered by a mask and the sound is muffled as well. Worship is still being live streamed in many places, but in some places, churches are beginning to worship in person. The guidelines for in-person worship are the same as the guidelines for schools, so many people are still choosing to worship virtually. I ask for your prayers. As you know, it's been very difficult for our program during this pandemic. I have been unable to visit those volunteers who are sheltering in place and working from home here in this country. It has also been impossible for me to invite new volunteers to come until I can guarantee their safety in this pandemic. We have not been able to hold retreats as we normally do. We've already canceled 2 retreats this year. Instead, we've had a weekly Zoom meeting with all of our volunteers. And we've invited our alumni to join those calls when they're available to do so. It has been an absolute joy to see the faces of my volunteers every week. And it's been a joy to see the faces of our alumni as they join us from China, from Australia, from the United States, from the United Kingdom, from Germany, and from India. It's been a blessing for all of us. While you pray for us and for this program and for the schools that will open during the month of July, we will also pray for you. We pray that God will grant you peace in your heart during these uncertain times. We also pray that God will open your eyes to new ways that you might share God's love with others during these turbulent times. May God keep you safe until we meet again.